Hey everybody, Real Fan here. This is a little prequel recap. This is after the video, or after the ops session, and obviously before you see the ops. I had a lot of industries to switch over here. I haven't done Gardner turn, and it's been some time, and I have quite some industries over here to switch out. Pretty much this whole side of the layout is the Gardner, Mass area, and it's kind of proto-lance, so more probably freelance than prototypical. But other than I think like maybe 22K, I think running through, and maybe seeing 23K, which I don't know, their symbols might have changed, I'm not sure. But my layout right now is just still 22K and 23K. And believe, was it Poed? Poed might come through still, but nonetheless, I think the operations was a pretty good one. I think it was a success. Like I said, it's just a lot of industries to switch out. There's like 7 on this side. And if I included an interchange, that would make it 8, because I believe they interchange with Providence and Worcester and Gardner, Mass. However, I think they still do, but I do it on my layout. So, but I haven't really posted like an interchange, I think, with the actual work being done. It's usually I build the train, you see it go, and then you see it come back. So that might change. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. Just let me know. If you make it through the whole video in one shot, great. If not, if it takes you a few days to watch it, that's cool too. Feel free to drop a comment. Hit that like button if you're new to the channel and like the content. I got a ton more videos that for you to watch, so if you want to subscribe. And yeah, so that's pretty much about it. Here's my switch list for this op session. I had some notes to myself on the bottom here, but what threw me off too, I'll just say real quick, would be this boxcar right here. So it was a respot in this industrial area, except it was a pickup from Centennial Mills loaded with something, and I had to respot it at Armstrong Electric. So that's what JMRI said it was loaded. So I'm going to say it was empty, because I don't think Centennial Mills would be sending anything to Armstrong Electric Motors. So we're just going to say they're reusing the boxcar. We're going to repurpose it for something else they're going to ship out. But that kind of threw me for a loop. Not a big loop, but it definitely made it a lot more challenging to switch this out. Anyways, hope everybody enjoys. Like I said, just let me know what you think. Drop a comment. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And thanks for watching in advance, or at least doing the best you can. All right, take care, everybody. Enjoy the op session.
Sometimes nothing is the kindest thing that can be. Mike, that's a load of crap. You just don't want to do anything that has no emotions involved. Exactly, you get it. We're saying the same thing. It was a very nice dinner. Thank you for inviting me over. Oh, no, that was Molly's idea. I'm a friend. I don't know when you were married. Over because we're concerned and children are too, right, Mike? Yeah. What? I said yes. Might be nice for your friend to hear that from you. I care. He knows that. Doesn't mean I don't like to hear it. Listen, So I know that things are run quite the way we want it to move forward. Did you mean the fact that my health problems because they keep the roots? I read that. The guy who took for his name is the guy who goes down. Who's your guy who sends it in there? You think there's something else for me? My point is that maybe we should not be talking about why you should leave the country, but maybe why you should be staying. Well, that's actually not bad. Well, thank you. I mean, it's really about creating open dialogue, so he feels heard and he just a thing. Give him something positive to take away and keep with him. I mean, you're no longer there to kind of encourage him. You know what? I was just afraid to see my friend cry out for it. Sometimes when you're open, you're so much out of people's pain, you're the one that ends up getting healed. You're nice. So you really have been so glad going to stay in this country? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have kids. We're just here to offer Sam no moral support, so be nice and treat him normal. Let me just go. We're being nice to treat him normal.
Hey everybody, Real Fan Man here. Welcome back to Operations. So we have the Gardner turn today. I'm on duty and we're about to come around the bend here. And we'll be stopping just shy of a little bit in front of the 2-bay hoppers. I'm gonna do some special moves around here. So actually, right there is good. And I am using the proto throttle today. So at first, I didn't think I was gonna be able to use it because the brake didn't seem to be working on it. Well, it was working, but it wasn't stopping the engine. Come to find out, though, because I had the auxiliary button on the. I don't know if you can see this. I had this button right here. It's the auxiliary button. Auxiliary button. If I can talk right. Anyways, yeah. So if I push that button. Anyways, that button's on. Apparently, the brakes. This right here will not work, and the train just keeps going. So I had to use the other controller, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I figured I hooked it up to the local programmer again, flipped some things around, switched some things around on it, and then I popped it back on the track, and nothing I did on the local programmer mattered anyways. So anyways, so I'm gonna lift you up here. So here's the deal. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cars that need to be picked up. I'm sorry, that need to be set out. We're picking up these 3 cars at Big and Cement. We're picking up the CP Rail boxcar and respotting the CSX boxcar at Bob's Furniture. Those 2 are getting picked up and getting 2 drop-offs at Armstrong Electric. Boyle's Transfer. Those 2 cars are getting picked up. And 2 cars are getting set out there. Here's the kicker for Armstrong Electric. And JMRI threw me for a loop on this one. I must have sat here for like half an hour just going, all right, so how am I going to do this? What do I need to switch first? And then what is going to be the last industry to be switched to make this work? And we're doing all the industries in Gardner, Mass. So this is going to be a long video. I'm not going to do 2-parters. Don't mind the locomotives in the background. They're just pretend they're not there. So we're picking up these 2. However, here's the challenge that I was faced with. This car right here is going to be a respot over at, is it no? Yeah, I think it is Armstrong Electric, right? Yeah, it's going to be a respot at Armstrong Electric. Normally I wouldn't let it fly like that, I wasn't, but I'm kind of done messing with JMRI in a sense, to where I'm just like, you know what, screw it. Let's give it a shot. It'll actually add some variety and some challenges to this op session. So we're picking up both cars here at the team track, and we're picking up this car, we're spotting 2, and like I said, we're picking these 2 up at the team track, and we're spotting 1. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it, I hope. Let me just get that focus in right there. That's good. So I uncoupled. I almost want to jack that up a little bit, but I'm talking about my tripod. However, I'll put my switch illustrator over there. So my first order of business, I was thinking about it, is I'm just going to actually go get that pickup at Bob's Furniture. And then, alright, there you go. I'll get that pickup at Bob's Furniture. And we spot the CSX car. I actually haven't even done an op session at Bob's yet. This will be the first time since this new layout has been up, so. Well, I'm sorry, technically second, because I did spot cars there. So, this is second. So bear with me. It's going to be a long one. Feel free to, might move those engines out of the way later. We'll see, after this first scene. Get you on the tripod right now. So yeah, my first order of business is grab that boxcar, respot the CSX, and that's good right there, Jay. Brake on. There we go. And then I'm going to pick up those 2 cars at Centennial Mills, because that boxcar is going to Armstrong, like I had mentioned, and the tank car is going back to EDY. Alright, so that is, I'm trying to think here, it's reversed, right? So I'm not going backwards. There we go. Okay. First time I've been on this track in a while, so on this spur track anyway. We'll see. And I'm using a proto throttle. And I have to use the brakes. Alright, that's what I was worried about right there. I might have an issue, I'm not sure yet. Not sure, we'll see. These like 3-axle locomotives sometimes have issues doing grades. Alright, bell on. Let's give it a little brake. Good. Brake off. Easing up to it. Tom's here. He's on the other side. He'll be out in a minute. Alright, that's good. Right there. Okay. I'll turn the bell off. Alright, stand by. Alright, Tom has turned up on the other side. We're good there. We actually had a good connection. Tom, you're doing a great job. So Fred's still around. Oh, I hope I'm not caught in the building, which it might be. Yeah, that's probably about right. There we go. You didn't see that. That'd be from one of the cats getting walking around on the way out, I'm sure. Anyways, Fred's still around. He has to redo all his training. Yep, he's yeah, that little accident he had with this locomotive too, nonetheless. Yeah. So, anyways, Alright, so we're going to pull the CP rail boxcar out. We're going to spot it, or we're going to connect it with the train. And then we're going to respot the CSX. Alright, now for the shove back. These guys with this boxcar hooked up. Beautiful. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Let's get this car back to where it goes. Okay, we just need to spot this guy back where it goes, and then we'll go grab those 2 cars from Centennial Mills. Alright, easy does it, Jay. Half a car. A little more, and a little more, and perfect, right there. Oh, overshot just a little bit. It's okay. Wow, we'll give it a little stretch. Break off. Make sure we're going in the right direction, right? There we go. We should be. Yeah, so we're going this way. Yeah, so we're going this way. Boom. Just a little stretch. Should have been break a little sooner. Come on. There you go. Alright, that's good. Perfect. Alright, stand by. Alright, so we're gonna get off this spur. Our work here at Bob's Furniture is done. We are going to head over to Centennial Mills next. Pick up those cars. We're gonna do like a little swap around with them because I need that box car in the yeah, this might help. I need that box car in the right orientation for Armstrong Electric. So, not bad for the first time in a while going down that spur. I was impressed. Very good. Very good. Fell off. I can turn the bell off. That's pretty loud, huh? Alright. Let's see. Let's get some brake going on right there. There we go. Perfect. Alright, stand by. Tom, you're on point. Doing a great job. Keep up the good work. You just might get a raise yet. Actually, he's up for retirement, but he doesn't want to retire, so. No, it's all good. He's a grown man. He can figure it out for himself, whatever he wants to do, right? Alright, stand by. And we're off. See how we do on this spur track now. I took the SD26 down this track. I believe I tested out and it seemed to work pretty good, so we'll see. All right, good, 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 good. All right, perfect. All right, let's see if I can zoom in over there. Can I get a better zoom or what? No? That's not bad right there. Oh, better break it. Brakes. All right, there you go. Okay. All right, stand by. All right, I had to get a little bit of a. I had to give Tom a minute to get up there. He's got to ease into this car. Hopefully we got it. Sounds like it. We'll wait on that, but that's okay. Alright, here we go. Go on. Brake is off. Good connection. Nice. Very good, very good. Oh. So what just happened? What happened? Come on. There you go. Reconnection somewhere. Right? Okay. It's alright. I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it in because reality model railroading, right? Who said that? Burr Stewart, and I hear Rick from SoCal say that a lot. So, reality model railroading. Brakes. Perfect. I'm gonna set this guy on. There you go. Turn that sucker on. Alright, we are gonna uncouple that car right there. Spot the tank car on the main line for a minute. Stand by. Okay, I think we're back to running somewhat normally now. I might have to solder something over there. Maybe one of the joints or something. That's another spur track. It's been a while since I've been down that spur track. So really, actually, the two tracks are the that I've been down the most are the two tracks in front of you. So you know what I mean? Okay, shove this guy back. Spot him somewhere right there, I think. Right in that spot. Alright, cool. Oops. Okay, so brakes off. I'm gonna pull forward now. There we go. Good job, Tom. And we're gonna go grab our box cart. I think it's I think it's a reefer car, which is kind of weird, but I'll probably have to go in the JMRI and change the name of it or something. Or the type of box cars I have going to Armstrong Electric. I might have accidentally hit mechanical reefer or whatever, so that's okay though, no big deal. Stand by. Brakes off. Tom set the brake on the tank car, we're good. Now through the switch, and we're going back down our spur track, Centennial Mills spur track. There's our box car. I'm gonna grab that. Let's scoop that up. See if I can coast down that little grade right there. Right there. And perfect. Bang. Perfect. Okay. Get her going. How you doing over there, Tom? Tommy boy. Alright, so we're going to pull forward. Tom's going to throw the switch. We're going to shove back, get our tank car, and then we're going to do a runaround. A little runaround for this. For this guy. So need him on the right side of the train, you know. Alright, perfect. And that'll work. There we go. Shove it back. There we go. So there's Tom. See if we get this bang going, alright? Bang. There it is. Not sure if we got a good connection or not. It's almost. Maybe not. There it is. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's go back a little more. Brakes off. I need to be able to clear it just a little bit so I can do my runaround. Actually, span this out. I'm going to let it run for a minute. That's good, right there. That actually, I might have to pull forward just a hair. Just a hair. See if I can get this right. That's good right there. Perfect. Plus I needed my stretch. Yeah, I'm going to help you out, Tom. There it is. No, I didn't want that to move back like that. There you go. Okay, so this is the hairy part where we need to get CTC or dispatch to throw the switch, because it is this particular crossover is governed by dispatch or CTC, whatever you want to call it. So we gotta go over here a little bit. We'll pretend like there's signals there, which I'm hoping to have at some point down the road. Brakes. Okay, and we are going the opposite way. So we'll keep the brakes on. And then we're going to reach out to our dispatch. Alright, that was nice of them. Very nice. They were right off the bat. They weren't playing around. Okay. Break off. Do you want to run around? I won't bore you with any other runarounds, but this video is going to be, it's a long one. I figure we're switching out 7 industries. And then I got this one boxcar in front of me that's JMR had to throw at me to screw me all up. Here, why don't you just take this car and bring it over to this industry? Like, really? Okay. Well then. Thanks for caring, JMR. But it's fun though. I mean, I think it's fun. Nice and relaxing, being able to just kind of chill out in your train room, doing some operations, sharing your fun with others in the hobby, you know, getting some suggestions or whatever the case may be. I enjoy it. Alright, that's good. Perfect. Alright, stand by. Alright. So we completed our runaround. Got a hold of the dispatch that threw the switches for us. Put them back to normal. Half a car J. That's good. Boom. Boom, bang. Alright, so let's see if we got a good connection. And yes, we do. Just kind of allow them to break off. And here we go. So go connect to the rest of our train. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Refocus. There we go. Angle it down. Perfect. Alright. Almost there. Try to get you guys some different angles too, you know, best I can here. There you go. Zoom in. Boom. Okay. 20 feet there. Brakes. Alright, perfect. Bang. Awesome. Okay, stand by. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pull forward. We're going to go to Boyle's Transfer and Armstrong Electric and pick up those cars. Okay, a little more, half a car. I should say a car, not half a car. There you go, half a car now. 20 feet, that's good. Brakes. Okay. Brakes work. I was going to say, where's our boy Tom? There he is. Okay, a couple of toots. Shove on back. Get a little closer here. There we go. Don't be afraid, Jay. Zoom in. I'll try not to, right? Okay, so we have 4 boxcars to pick up. We're going to pick those suckers up and put them with the rest of the train. Alright. Different angle. Here we go. There it is. Yeah, let's get that in the view. That's good. Go half car, Jay. Yeah, let's go and bang. Wrong button, but that's alright. Should probably put our bell on too, huh? We can do that. Break off. Let's see if we got we made a connection. Yeah, we did. Alright. Shove on back. Put our bell on. Couple of toots. Half a car, Jay. 20 feet. And bang, there it is. Brake on. Bell off. Toot. Okay, that's good, it's good. Let's see if we got a connection. Looks like we did. What? Let's give it a little stretch. I'm not going to do that. We'll give it a little zone. There we go. I should try getting the habit of putting the bell on first. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Stretch it. Yep. And it looks like we got them all. Beautiful. Get out of here. Yeah, got a different shot, different angle here. Alright, we can turn the bell off now. We're pretty clear. Pretty clear of the industries. Give it a little juice. There we go. That's good. Let's knock it back down a notch. Number 2. Very good. Car and a half, J. 1 car, half a car, 20 feet, and that's good. Brakes, sweet. Alright, so we're going to shove back, collect our train. Excuse me. We're going to pull up. We're going to spot the first car, which is the Pan Am boxcar. And then we have to pull out of that spur again so we can get that VCY boxcar in. However, I just thought of something. Break on. Stand by for 1 second. Oh, never mind. I'm going to stick with the original plan. The Golden West car, that blue box car, needs to go to door number 1. So, we'll pop it in door number 1. There we go. We got about a car, J. 1 car. F car. 20 feet. Good. Bang. Alright, perfect. Good connect. Good couple. Good couple. Alright. Brakes off. Going the right direction. Tom said we're good. So we're going to pull forward some. And I'm just going to pull forward just enough. I'll explain why in a second. Try and get a broader. Pay no mind to the pink foam. Work in progress. So you see the 2 brown box cars after the C6 box car and the Pan Am. Those cars are going into that spur as well. And I'm going to stop right here. So I need to disconnect from the cement hoppers. Okay, we did that. So just stand by for 1 second. So real quick, I didn't want this, so this is just going to kind of be like a little explanation as far as why I uncoupled the car here. So this car, and this car are going onto that spur, that far spur back there. So I want to have signals. God, I can't even talk. Signals. Tongue twister, right? Right here. I think in this general area for this crossover. And let me get my chair over here. And you can see this other crossover right here. I want to have this signal up as well. So this kind of like junction, this crossover, double crossover, is going to be protected. At least that's the plan anyways. And I really don't want to, you know, like, even if I do, we'll say have, what is it, block in time, I guess. I think I'm trying to get into the habit of staying behind the signals if I cut my train, as not to have, you know, something over, you know, the whole signal area, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm wrong, or if anybody knows how that works, let me know. But I think in this scenario, I'm just going to cut the car off, you know, like I said, right here, a little ways from the signal. I mean, I probably could cut it off here. However, if I applied the brake to 1 or 2 of these cars for the rest of the train, I have, what, 2, 4, 6, 7 cars left on the train. And I know I heard about it somewhere, how many cars need to have the handbrake on when the locomotive disconnects. I think it was on Tom Placer's channel, but I forgot how many cars it was. Anyways, that's my little spiel. That's just like an explanation of what or why I'm doing that. So if I'm doing it wrong, just let me know. Constructive criticism, like I said, is always welcome. So real quick, what we're going to do is we are going to spot the Pan Am boxcar, door number 2. That's door number 1. And then boils transfer door number 2, door number 1, so on and so forth. Then we got to pull out, disconnect these cars on the main line, and then back down and drop this guy at door number 1. So, anyways, that's the dealy, yo. So let's get you set back up here, and we will continue operations. Stand by. Okay, disconnected, brakes off. You know, that was like 3 minutes of mindless explanation, right? Chit chat. You know, you could always fast forward through it. It's all good. I won't take any offense to it, I promise. I'm going to change the view again, I think, in a second. Give it a few more seconds. It's a lot of work just to drop one car off and then shove more cars back. However, JMRI threw this in the mix for me, so we're making it work. Can't be too simple, even on a model railroader, right? Model railroad. Alright, stand by. There we go. Okay. Try and get it zoomed in enough. Okay, you got about a car, Jay. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate it. Half a car. And that'll do. Put that brake on. Perfect. Let's pull the toot the horn real quick. I know we stopped. Excellent. Okay, brakes off. Perfect. Shove it on back. Oh yeah, there you go. Good job, Tom. I think Tom's my #1 guy. He's doing a great job, per usual. Alright, there we go. Let's get this guy in focus, right? Hey, bell on, Jay. Bell on. There you go. Coming in. Door number 2. Okay, half a car. We'll slow it down a notch 1. And let's see here. Apply the brake right about now. And that's perfect. Excellent. Yeah, you can see the uncoupling tool for a brief moment. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Brakes off. Bells on. Let's go. Make sure we're going the right direction, right? There we go. Perfect. Let's get a little panel there. Come on, focus there. Focus. Trying to lock the focus on this sometimes. Pain in the ass. Yeah, I say ass. Bad word. Watch out. Alright. Catch up with it down the way. Yeah, we'll get a little taller shot here. It's not too shabby right there for focus, I guess. Notch it up just a hair. A little gas. Alright, that's good. Back down a notch 2. Half a car, Jay. Alright, coast it. Brakes. Perfect. Good job. Alright, so I'm going to practice that shoving behind the signal, just to get in the habit of doing it. I won't record the whole thing, so as not to bore anybody, because we don't want to do that. I personally would watch it, but that's just my preference. Not everybody has the same preference as I do. Well, let me tell you, that would make for a crazy world. Right? Alright, stand by. I will, however, get the bang though. Gotta get the bang in, right? See if I can do this. See if I can do this right. Let's see. Okay. 20 feet J. Coast. Bang. There it is. Got the bang. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if you can see him or not, but Tom's back there. Just uncouple the cars. Alright. Couple toots. Gas. Get it going. Beautiful. Alright. A little more, Jay. Up and down. And that'll do. Perfect. That was kind of loud. Okay, let me get a little stretch going on here. Little stretch. Little stretch. Alright, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Alright, stand by. Alright, I figured I'd spare you guys the arm in the picture again, so alright. Goes on, brakes off. Going the right direction. Couple toots. Let's rock and roll. There it is. Got the uncoupling sound going too. Okay, back to our train. Pick up those other two cars we need to drop off. Alright, turn the bell off now. We're good. Alright, back on the main. Backing up to our train now. Zoom out just a hair. There we go. And as soon as it exits the frame, we will switch angles. No, I gotta get a close up here with Tom and the couplers connecting. I mean, it's pretty cool. I like it. If I can do this. There it is. Brakes. Oh, there it is. Okay. Perfect. Who could guess what the fret is? Can you tell me? Leave your answer in the comment section below. So Fred's just hanging out. He's gonna hang out there until we get up to the cement hoppers, and then he's gonna uncouple these two box cars. Well, he's gonna uncouple the rest of the train from these two box cars. Yeah, where are you, Fred? Who's you? There you are. Alright, see if I can get as close to you as I possibly can. And right there. Oh, just a little bit. That's alright. Close enough. Don't fall down, Fred. Whatever you do. I mean Tom. Did I say Fred? Yeah, I meant Tom. Yeah, it'll be alright. Okay. Pull forward here. There we go. Alright. Okay, so these last two box cars are going to Bartles Transfer, and We've been ordered to spot BNSF, the last boxcar, for door number 2. So that's going to leave the first boxcar not aligned with basically door number 1. But that's okay, they'll figure something out. Throw some bell on. Alright, half a car, Jay, half a car. 20 feet, and that'll do right there. There's perfect. That's good. That's good. Alright, Tom, here we go. Bell on, lights off, full toots. Sorry I called you Fred the other time there a minute ago. That was my bad. Alright, very good. Alright, so now the fun part begins. Because right now I'm focusing on trailing points at the moment. And I have a trailing point on the siding, which is on the other side of the track. So I will show you in 1 second once I stop this. Alright, brake on. So you can see my hand for a minute, but this right here is the main line, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can hear that. You see that, hear it, see it, whatever. This is the main line. I'll just throw the switch on here. This is the siding. So main line, siding. So we're going to be coming over to the siding after we couple up to our cement cars here and the rest of the train. Alright, stand by. Okay, try this again. And brake. Oh, just shy of it. That's alright. I'm still working on it. Okay, so here we go. That was a good connection actually. I reviewed the video, so it actually connected, which is nice. So our next order of business here is switching out big and cement. And like I had mentioned before, they're trailing points. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the whole train up, I think, right? Yeah, actually no, I think I was going to uncouple right here, pull this up down the main line past this switch right here, then I was going to cross over, shove back over to here, grab my pickups, pull out, shove them back on the siding a little bit, pull forward, drop my spots off. This little guy right here will do the rest. So we just got to leave him past this yellow line, yellow marker really. Well, actually, that's from the yard. But anyways, that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna pull forward, back through the crossover. CTC will reset the switches. I'm going to shove back, and we are going to grab the rest of our train. So anyways, stand by. Alright, so we've got a plan of action so far. Brakes off. Tom did his job, uncoupled that. That's good, we're out. So let's get moving here. Beautiful. So we have got our brakes off. CTC through the signals for us. I mean, not the signals, the switches. Yeah, it's getting a little late. It's gonna be a long video, but I think it would be pretty decent. All right, so we're hitting the crossovers now. Tom already met us over here. Or I should say he beat us over here and threw the switch for us, so that's good. So we're picking up 3, dropping off 2. Good deal. Alright, let me switch angles here. So there's Tom hanging out. Let's get our bell going. So you got about car J. I'll pan you over here. That's good right there. That'll work. There it is. Alright. Brakes. Perfect. Excellent. Alright, we got our pickups. Tom's going to hang out there for a minute. Just got to throw the switch anyways. Oh, I forgot my bell, but that's alright. Excuse me. I actually think I'm going to leave the empties on the siding because I had a plan of using those as a buffer for the LPG cars, the ones that I'm picking up. Good job, Jay. Right there is good. Brakes, excellent. So a 2, perfect. All right, stand by. All right, and we're shoving them back. Yeah, that was my plan. I was thinking about, wait a minute, am I taking these with me? Nope. As soon as we drop these empties out off over here on the siding, we are going to just leave those there until we do our run around. At least that's what it seems like in my head. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to do. Alright, that's good, Jay, right there. Perfect. Give me that brake. Alright. Perfect. Alright, now I'm actually going to pick them back up. I just thought about it. Yeah, they're going to be on the other side of the tankers I'm dropping off, and they will be in front of the tanker that I need to pick up. I should say the 2 tankers because I'm going to do my pickups first. Alright, brake off. Get this guy pulled forward. Drop these 2 loads of cement off. I like these cement hoppers, they're pretty cool. Pretty snazzy little guys. Alright, half a car J, that's good. Show me some brake. There you go. Good job. Tell you what, Tom is on fire over here. Doing a great job. And we only need to spot these guys a little ways in, so pay no mind to the pink foam. Alright, got about half a car J. Start slowing it down. There you go. Coast it and brake. Good job. Good job. Alright. Alright, so get our pickups again. We're headed through the crossover back onto the main, where we will shove back and connect to the rest of our train. And then we will be doing a runaround to get on the other side of it. So we can take care of what are now facing point switches. They will in turn be trailing switches, if that makes sense. the first trailing switch we're going to take care of will be off the main line, and that's going to be at Centennial Mills over here. We got a couple cars to drop off over there. So that's the game plan. It's like we're almost through the crossover. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, so we're going to try this close up one more time. We're going to notch it down to 1. See where we're at. Get my... Alright, brake on, and bang. Oh, that was good. That was good, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Alright, stand by. Alright, now we're going to pull the train forward a little bit here, so I can get ready to do my runaround maneuver. And again, this right here is pretty much my stop point, but Centennial Mills switches right there. So I'm going to stop the cars just shy. The 2 cars that are going to Centennial Mills, I'm going to stop it short right there, uncouple, and then pull the rest of my train as far past the crossovers as I can. Alright, that'll work right there, Jay. Brakes. Excellent. Stand by. I'm just going to pull forward a little bit. I think that's about it right there. About as far as I can pull forward without following that other switch that's down there. So, alright, stand by. Alright, here comes our power. You'll see it in a second. There it is. Coming around, it's doing its run around. Yeah, this was a challenging op session. I liked it. I like this a lot. It's Catzilla. Of course, she's gonna sit right there, right? Why not? What are you doing? What are you doing, Gracie? You know, you're just like your mother. Gracie. Hey. Hey. See what I have to put up with sometimes? Unbelievable. Alright, so our order of business now is we're going to couple up to these 2 cars, shove them back to Centennial Mills, drop them off, and then reconnect to our train. Where I'm going to be pulling our next 3 drop-offs and the 3 cement hoppers along with it. I need a buffer for that LPG car and that other tank car. It's good, it's good. I'm going to hit that. Brakes, boom, there it is. Perfect. That's better. That's better. Alright. Stand by. I hear you, Cuddles. Cuddles, knock it off. Alright, so we're checking in with the supervisor, which I did at the other industries too. We're good to go. Got a bell on. Couple little toots. Shove it all back. Okay, I'm gonna drop it down. We're going to door number 1 with the box car. which is the first door as you're backing in. And that'll do right there, Jay. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Okay, stand by. Hey, what are you two doing? Trying to do a video here. Huh? God bless you. What's going on here, you two? What's up? What are you doing, Cuddles? Are you trying to steal the show here? You trying to steal the show? Yeah, you little rascal. Little rascal. Okay, so cars are dropped off. Bells on, brakes off. Make sure we're going the right direction too. There we go. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, those two drop-offs are complete. All we have left is the team track and central gas. And that'll be it. Then we'll be headed back to the yard. Hang on, Tom. Don't worry, I didn't forget you. Alright, so now we are going to shove back past that, we'll call it the east crossover, farthest crossover, I don't know, of this area here. And we're gonna snake our way through onto the siding. We're just gonna take the whole train. I decided it'd be just as easier rather than having to go back and forth, you know. And that'll do right there, Jay. Brake on. Stand by. Oh, we made a toot. Okay, we got this clearance from dispatch. So we are going to pull all the way through, and we are going to, we're going to pick up the cars from the team track first, just to the left. Let's see, 2 cars there we got to pick up, and then further down at Central Gas we have one lonely LPG car we're going to pick up. And then we'll just shove our train back past the LPG siding. We'll spot our LPG cars, and then our plastics hopper we're going to spot at the team track, which is going to go down right where that cylindrical hopper is. We're going to back it all the way down there. Tom's hanging out on the front. I should probably put my drawbridge down here behind the scenes work while we're actually operating here. It's a pretty long train, so enjoy, right? Oh yeah. The wife's home, relaxing, doing some stuff around the house, listening to her Alexa. So it's pretty cool. Do I dare say it? So far everything's running pretty smoothly. I had that one minor hiccup on the Centennial Mills Industrial Spur. I think it's just a couple of spots I need to solder some rail joints together maybe. I'll do that anyways. So that wasn't like really a big issue. Alright, so we are going to keep going here. Get past this. We're almost at the team track spur here. We got about one car, and that'll do. Brakes, perfect. Stand by. Easing on in. Alright, let me stop there for 1 second. Brakes. Oh, that was close. Almost. Good job. Hey, Tom, just riding that train. All right. Okay, that's good right there, buddy. You gotta stop. Let Tom get down, right? All right, let's do this. Go on, brake off. Give it a little gas here. Come on, buddy. Perfect. There you go. Brakes. Good job. Check Tom out now. He's just hanging out. Awesome stuff. Brakes off. Let's rock and roll. I honestly don't think we really need the bell through here, but there's not any real activity going on. But anyways, hang on, Tom. Don't fall off. Yeesh. Don't suck. Don't suck if you fell off. Beautiful. All right. So we're gonna come up past the switch here, and I'm gonna stop. Almost there. Half a car, Jay. 20 feet, and that'll do. Right there is good. Make sure. All right. Goes off. Okay, we got Tom, a seasoned railroad employee, taking a trip down to Central Gas, riding this Procore car. That'll work right there. Beautiful. All right, that's good right there, Jay. That'll do. All right, perfect. Stand by. All right, here we go. Half a car, Jay. Slow it down. You gotta let me off first. And brakes. There we go. That takes care of that. Alright, we got our pickup. And brakes released. Pull it on out. And we're going to shove this whole train minus the 3 cars at the head end. That will be getting spotted in their appropriate destinations. You better hold on, Tom. Tom! Hang on, Tom. You can do it. I really like those LPG cars. Pretty sharp. And the short tank cars too, like the Cargill Foods tanker. Pretty wild. Alright. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 cars to shove back. Not bad. Good stuff. Ginger ale. Gotta love it. I think these earbuds pick up a lot of good stuff. Or just anything, who knows. Alright, so you got about 3 cars, 3.5 actually, 2.5, 1.5, and 1. Post it. Brakes. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Now let's pull forward. Drop these guys off. Brakes off. Oh, wrong one. It's alright. There it is. Perfect. Nearly half a car, Jay. Half a car. Come on. A little bit. There you go. 20 feet. Yeah, that's good. Brakes. Perfect. Alright. There's brakes off. Couple toots. Let's give her some gas. Portal throttle's working pretty good thus far. And then we'll get our bell going. Right about now. There we go. That's good. That'll work. Nice and easy, nice and easy. One car, Jay, one car. Half a car. Slow it down just a little bit. And that's good right there. Perfect. Oh. I think I'm going to have to, we're going to pull up just a little bit here. Break off. Just a hair. We're off just a little bit, not by much. We get her squeezed up. There you go. And that'll do it right there. Excellent. Okay, stand by. Alright, with those two cars dropped off, we only have one more to go. Brake off, bells on. Let's do this. Tom gave me the go ahead. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so it's the last car spot. Yeah, I wanted to mention too, at Central Gas, one of these days, when I get to doing some scenery, I'm going to have, there's actually going to be a fence around it. So we're going to be closing gates and setting a derail device. So I kind of look forward to that, a little extra. Probably I'll probably put a derailer on this track too. Let's see if I put Mr. Tom in the right place. Alright, half a car, Jay. 20 feet. That'll do it right there. Oh, that's perfect right there. Isn't it? Pretty darn good. Alright. See, that stop was right on the money. Okay, brakes off, bells on. Couple toots. Alright. And I will go put Fred on and what's up, Tom? Don't fall off. Don't fall off, buddy. If he fell off, we'd have to drug test him for sure. Alright, slow it down a little bit here. Position and brakes. Alright, very good. That was a long toot. Looks like I need to go that way. Okay, ease back a little bit. There it is. Perfect. Alright, now we're connected. Yeah, so the locomotive engineer decided to leave Tom there. He's gotta walk home. Just kidding. No, he is doing a rolling inspection to their train, and he has to put the fret on the back of the train. So I, the engineer, made it easier for him so he doesn't have to walk to the end of the train and then walk back. He only has to walk back to the locomotive. So, aren't I a nice guy? LOL. Train's looking good so far. Dispatch gave us a go ahead, so we got a clear signal to get back to East Deerfield Yard. So they'll be making their way shortly as soon as Tom puts on the Fred and then heads back to the locomotive. So I hope you all enjoyed. I know it's a long one, but it's a good rainy day episode here, I think. Good rainy day, just check it out for a half hour or an hour or whatever it's going to end up being. But anyways, that's good, Jay. Breaks. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through it and checking it out. Any questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism, just drop it below in the comment section. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Take care. Stay safe. Happy modeling. Railfan Man signing out.